Hey guys, Marsingin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so now we've showed off all of the individual new units that make up this awesome new build for the Android team. We've shown them all off individually, and now we are going to go ahead and do a run on Extreme Super Battle Road for Androids using this new team. So we've got all the new units. We're using a combo of the Android 13 and Android 21 as the leaders, because I think they have probably the best combination for leader skill. And then other than that, we're using the 3 new EZAs, we're using the 2 new units from the banner. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how we get on here. So, I think what we're going to do is, let's go ahead and should get rid of the... Let's get rid of the Int one's attack. So straight away, we can go ahead, because there are 4 enemies, we can go ahead and use the Android's active skill. I'll turn the skip thing off for this, because we'll probably use it in every single fight, because all 3 fights, it can be used. The second one only has 2 enemies, so you have to take one of them out first. But I really like that, because it's like 1 enemy only, or 3 enemies or more. So when there's only 2, you obviously can't use it straight away, but you can obviously... Once you've taken out the first enemy, you can just solely focus on 1 person. And then once you've taken out the first enemy, then it's you can use it to just completely negate all of the attacks of the remaining enemy, and then you are all good. So 300k defense for the androids on turn 1 here. Now, they can't nullify super attacks from any of these guys, but we do have a pretty insane amount of defense at the moment. So I think what we will do here, who's on rotation next? Let's try and get rid of... Let's just make sure we get rid of the AGL one here, because Android 21 is on the next rotation. So, yeah, the Android's taking double-digit damage from the normal attacks here. Extreme Super Battle Road. If you think back, if any of you were at the streams where we spent multiple hours trying to do the no items run on this stage before the Androids came out, having units that just take double-digit damage from normal attacks with no item active is not something we really had a lot of during those attempts. So Hellfire 17 getting the dodges in. Even from the AGL enemy, he took double digits as well. So the sheer amount of like power scaling, this team has gone up in power so much since the release of all of these units. Because like this team, we're using the same leaders that we had available before, but like other than that, the whole team is completely different essentially. So very, very good. We can go ahead and put you in slot 1. I think we want to try and... Yeah, we'll try and stun the tech one. Now, the one thing I do, of course, remember from doing these runs is that if AGL Android 13 does not stun the tech enemy, he's going to take a lot of damage from him. So we are just going to go ahead and use our first item here. I have no doubt whatsoever that the no items run on this stage is now much, much easier. But the team definitely would look a little bit different. I wouldn't necessarily bring all of these new units. I probably would still bring the physical 8 and 17 unit, because that unit is actually really, really good. I'm really glad I ended up link leveling them, because really, really solid in this stage. And of course, they could get an EZA in April, because we've seen around the time they do whatever they're going to do for like a little April Fool's thing, they EZA'd the Halloween cards from the year before, last year. So it'd be very interesting to see if they do give an EZA to that particular unit, because they would be really, really good. So 13 did get the stun. Great times. Yeah, and then, of course, we just take him out anyway. So very, very good showing here from them. So I think we will leave Jiro and 19 here, because we can get rid of these, drop these down, and then have a nice little selection of tech orbs for you. And just grab this for you, because they're not going to survive the turn. So really, we could set up the rotation of just using the AGL 17 and the Hellfire 17 together, because then obviously they fulfill each other's passive restriction of having a unit with 17 on the same turn, so then they're going to be getting their full buffs. AGL is obviously better defensively at the start of the turn, so you put him in slot 1, and then the Int one can stun, which of course in Super Battle Road is very, very useful. So the Android is going to be able to finish off this last one. And also, we won't discount the fact that the Android Seal, which is, again, another very powerful mechanic in Super Battle Road. Because the thing we were finding all the time with those no item run attempts is with the way the Android team was set up previously, the only unit on the team basically, I think was Android 16, if he did actually guard, was the only unit on the team that could take a super attack from like type disadvantage and potentially even type neutral. Whereas obviously now we are, rocking a much more powerful team. The Androids stage, unfortunately, I don't think has any enemies that you can that have a key base super attack. So unfortunately, all of the like super attack nullification and stuff is not going to be useful in this particular run, but still very good. Let's go ahead and use the Icarus here. We still haven't got our rotation set up the best possible way. If we can get a stun here again from 13, that would obviously be really, really good. But we'll go ahead and launch the attack at you. Obviously, because we're fighting extreme enemies, the LR androids aren't going to get their full buffs. But most of that is just for extra attack and the potential to additional super. So they're obviously still going to be very good defensively, as well as providing the defensive support to everybody else. So we didn't stun with 13 on the first super, but we get the additional. Okay, still no stun. But we have the item active, so don't take a lot of damage here. 21, obviously going to lower Rildo's attack with her super. And then, yeah, we're at full health. So yeah, we're going to be looking pretty good for this turn with the item active. How much is this going to do? So super attack, we've got the Icarus up. 38k, why is that it? So yeah, the doing this stage so many times, trying to do the no item run, it's literally a case of if we'd had that rotation and Rildo was super attacking 21, it's probably going to be game over, because even if she survived it, the unit that was going to be in slot 3 taking a super, that would not have been good. Now the LR androids, of course, having to take a type disadvantage super attack, but to be perfectly honest, with the amount of damages I've seen coming up doing this stage recently, like 260k with type disadvantage is really not that bad, to all things considered. So we're going to float you off here. Let's just go ahead and actually try and get rid of the tech enemy here, because you're going to have type advantage. So if we do this, and we've still actually got the Whis active, don't we? So let's top up our health and get a little bit of extra defense with the Android 8. And then see if we can actually take this guy out. Because the problem is on this stage, there's only the 2 enemies. So they have a lot more HP. But, the androids here hitting a 4.3 million attack. Jerome 19 have got type advantage. We're also going to seal them up here as well. So, yeah, pretty solid damage. And then, of course, double digits. Because we still have not only the Icarus in play, but we have the extra defense from the Android 8 item as well. So, not really going to be able to take damage on this turn. Decent damage from these guys, and then Hellfire 17, AGL, Trenchcoat 17, we're calling that, 5.28, because obviously the tech androids on rotation mean that we have a unit on the turn with 17 in the name, so he's getting his full passive. We get the double super as well, sadly no crits. If one of those had been a crit, we'd have finished off the tech guy here. Actually, yeah, this works out perfectly, because we could go for the stun on you, because we know the other guy's sealed anyway. So, in fact, we will a double attempt to stun here, and then 21 can just finish off this guy, whilst also giving us a little bit of a heal at the end of the turn there. So, that actually works out really nicely. So, can you stun Rildo? Right, no stun. We get a crit, though. Pretty decent damage. And then, of course, double digits for you. Can 13 get the stun? Because, yeah, this stuns from 13 were really clutch for the no items attempt. Because, obviously, that team, you just really needed to rely on good RNG. And look at that. He comes through, gets the stun. And then Android 21 takes out this tech guy. And we get the additional super as well. Unfortunately, because of her super attack effect is the heal, she doesn't attack lower Rildo with that additional super, but very, very good. And of course now we're in the exact setup that I was talking about before. Now there's only one enemy left, so we can use their active skill. Oh, I didn't turn the skip thing on, but we can use their active skill, and now Rildo can't attack. We can pick up all of those orbs with the androids. Even though they're not tech, it's still a pretty significant amount of orbs for them, and it's enough to give them their passive effects as well to get all of the extra attack and defense. So yeah, it's going to be... Oh, I didn't even need to use it because he was stunned. Alright, well, let's turn that on, because we definitely will use that in the last fight. So, we'll do this. And, we probably should start grabbing some same type orbs, because we need to build up that Dokkan gauge. So 4.3 million for them. I don't know if they will finish him off here. He does have a lot of health. But half of their super attack is called non-stop violence as well. 2.7 million for these guys. Can they take him out here? No crit. Oof, not the best damage. But we got the LR androids backing us up now. They got type advantage. Greatly raising attack and defense on super. Is this going to be enough? No crit, but they get the additional normal attack. That's from the hidden potential as well, because their passive one is only for if it's a super type enemy. So good RNG there with the additional super. Now we have this turn. So we don't have the tech androids here to use the active skill straight away. I think what we'll have to do, we'll have to use an item here just because of the... there's probably going to be multiple supers in slot 1. Now, obviously, AGL-17 has all of his defense here, so he's going to be looking pretty good. I want to make sure we do not kill one of them this turn, because we actually want to use the android's active skill straight away, if possible. So, let's go for stunning you. And then we'll get you to try and stun you. And then we're getting pretty set up for the Dokkan attack here. I don't think we can get it next turn. But yeah, there goes Baby super attacking. The number of times in the no item attempt that he would super attack in turn 1, like in slot 1. And if it was Android 16, you're rolling the dice on that 50% chance of whether he's going to guard. Because if he doesn't, you take like 700k, and then that's the run over. So, right, double digits for you because you've got the type advantage. Double supers in slot 1 is a thing you very often have to put up with in Super Battle Road. Hellfighter 17, no stun on Baby. And then 13, can you get the stun on Dr. Mew here? So obviously 13 is providing support, wow, no stuns. All 3 of the units, of course, on this rotation, all providing support with their passive. So, very good. Alright, so, we've got the Icarus in effect. Now we can use the active skill. Let's go ahead and... yeah, might as well target Rildo, because he's attacking right at the start here, and he's attacking at the end quite a lot. So we will go ahead and remove all of his attacks for the turn. And then let's seal up Baby, because he's the only one attacking 21 at the end. So we'll go ahead and do this. And then... actually, yeah, I guess we just all attack Baby, right? Just try and get rid of him this turn if we can. So we'll go ahead and do that. So 21's going to get the heal. Well, both 21 and Jiro and 19 are going to get the heal off on their super attacks as well. So we are going to be able to rebuild our HP here. Didn't get the Dokkan attack this turn, so we're probably looking at it next turn. That means we're going to be hitting it with the AGL Trenchcoat 17. And we probably will finish everybody off. If we hit all the nodes and get the full damage multiplier, it's going to be a pretty big damaging super attack. Baby's obviously lost a lot of health. Rildo has type disadvantage, so pretty sure he'll get taken out by it. Crit from 21, big damage to Baby at the end here. And there you go, basically on full health now. Alright, so it's turn 3. I kind of want to see if the LR androids would do it, you know. Because we can get their full 24 key super. I'm just going to do it, right? They're not the best slot 1 unit. They've only got 118k defense here. So we're going to go ahead and use the Icarus. But I really want to see them get the Dokkan attack and see if it will be enough to finish the job. Because we've got the full 24 key. They're getting the support from both of the other 17s on rotation. So they should be putting out a very solid attack stat here. 4.45. So, I mean, AGL 17 probably would be around the same, if not slightly higher. Actually, I think he's around the same if there's no attack support unit in slot 3. And obviously the LR androids do not do that. So, I'm pretty sure we take out Baby and Rildo here, though, right? Because we got type advantage over Rildo. I should have attacked him just so we could see specifically if we crit him or not. But we don't. Oh, well, we did 5 million to Baby without a crit. So, I imagine it's probably Mew that's alive. No, Rildo survived. Only Rildo survived, so only the type disadvantage. I guess he does have the most HP out of the 3, but he survived with the tiniest sliver of health, but it killed Dr. Mew, who was almost on full health and was type neutral. But hey, there you go. So the LR androids getting the Dokkan attack, finishing off the stage. Like I say, these new units, the no items run for this stage will be super easy now, I think. Not with this exact team, I just really wanted to bring all the new units on one team. But I know a lot of people struggled with this stage when it first released. So with all these new units, I mean, the androids, obviously their active skill's really good for taking control of the fight. Jiro and 19 are a support unit, but their HP absorption thing isn't really relevant in this stage. So even with just the older, like, easy A's on the team, this becomes significantly easier. So yeah, and we set our new best time by like 5 minutes. So there you go. A lot more offensive power on this team build now. So let me know if you did pull the new units or you just did the easy A's if you've tried out this stage again. Especially let me know down below in the comments if these easy A's were actually what let you able to beat this stage for the first time. So let me know down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.